Guys, I need to show you something absolutely massive for Bitcoin right now, because as you can see, we've been trending up very, very nicely, but we've started to run into our first real patch of kind of trouble in this trend right now. Now, look, I really don't think it's too bad, but there's a lot to read into this, and I want to tell you about how I think Bitcoin might be able to continue rallying up, or if this rally is over, and so on, because we are in a little bit of a pullback now, and if we measure this from high to our current price, we're down by 6% across 1 week. We've definitely slowed down, right? To see that in 1 week we're actually trading lower, that's a big change from the kind of rally that we saw right here, where we actually managed within just 2 weeks to rally up by 30%, right? That's a really big deal in my opinion, right? Because this is showing us that things have significantly slowed down, but I'm not actually too worried about it, because if we take a look at what to me is the key area on this chart, it's going to be right here with this green box, right? This green box representing the range between 44,000 and 46,000 is very important, because it's been acting as resistance on this market for quite a while, right? It's important in my opinion. It might not be important for you. And so what I'm looking for is seeing that now that we're actually kind of coming back down to test this, which is totally normal, and I'll show you why in just a second, is this area going to hold? The big thing is that if this area does not hold, Bitcoin could be looking at continuing that downtrend. And I want to do a couple things to help you visualize what that might look like, because you and I looking at this right now, it's going to be relatively difficult to visualize Bitcoin dropping down to 30k, but I'm going to show you as well about that in just a second. But the first thing that I want to talk about again is just reaffirming that Bitcoin was rallying up for quite a while, pretty much continuously, right? We didn't really get any meaningful pullbacks. This was kind of the best pullback that we got on the whole rally, and it wasn't even that big. It was minus 4% in about 2 days, so not such a big deal. This one from our high to our low right here, this was minus 8% within 3 days, or again, like I said, minus 6% within a week basically, which I think is a much more significant pullback, because not only did we drop by more percentage points, but crucially we've also dropped in terms we've also kind of corrected in terms of time. And this is important because it brings us on to the fear and greed index, just to see how the market is feeling. And obviously this hasn't updated yet, but I love seeing this, how we're in, what the fuck are these ads that I'm getting? Like, my search history looks nothing like this. I don't know how this is coming up. But anyway, a reading of 60 last week of greed, and yesterday 48. Well, actually yesterday was 52 and 48 the day before that. You can see that we have steadily been kind of trending lower, and I think that if this does update within 6 hours and the price is relatively if the price is relatively close to where we are right now, we're going to see a reading probably below 48. And so definitely we are kind of slowly trending down. People are losing hope a little bit, which is absolutely fantastic, right? I really like seeing that sign right there, because to me, this is a potential indication that we may be able to use that support very well if people are kind of losing faith in the market a little bit. And if we do end up using that support, well, then I think we could be looking at blasting off for our next leg of this rally, right? Because generally what we do with these kind of moves in the market, you guys already know the deal. If you're subscribed, shout out to those of you who are smashing up the likes and staying subscribed to this YouTube channel. I do appreciate you all very much for your support. What we generally see is nice big moves up like this, followed by some quite large time frame, potentially, depending on what's going on in the market, corrections that can go on for a little while. But that's exactly what sets us up for the very next move, right? And again, to show you what that means right here, I'm kind of looking at this, a fairly large correction right here, something like this, and then bam, we're ready to take another leg up as well, which I think is very exciting, right? And let's actually just see if we kind of measure the height of this leg. We can kind of say, well, that's going to be how high the next leg manages to rise. That puts us at about $54,000. And if you've been subscribed to the channel for just a couple of days, maybe a week or two, you're going to know that this is one of my targets for the market as well. So, this is also quite exciting to be seeing right here, because, the numbers line up very well. Overall, I think that this market is moving in quite a nice way. And we've actually got what's called a 1 hour descending channel right here on the shorter time frames, right? Take a look at this right here. If I draw a parallel channel, we've kind of, for the most part, we've kind of been conforming to this channel. We're just right now at the bottom of it, but this is generally still a bullish pattern. Really what this is showing us is exactly what I just demonstrated. We move up, we fight the trend. This is what's called our correction. And then now that the trend has corrected, hopefully we're able to rally up. It's not been a very good parallel channel. We had a huge fake out to the downside and to the upside. and right now we are leaning down. To me, this is a little bit too much weakness, and I do think that the market is going to continue dropping further. I think that Ethereum has a similar kind of set of signs in its market right now. You know, it's got this area of support, which I think is quite crucial because we were using it as resistance on the way up. Then we flipped it to support. Now it's support right now as I speak, making this video right now. But I think that if Ethereum does lose this level at 34.25, 34.20 roughly, it's not going to be too good. I will have to expect that Ethereum falls down basically into this red box, which is 3,200. But that's a pretty good level, I think, to be picking up a bit of Ethereum. It's going to be a nice little pullback. It's even more extreme for Ethereum, you see. I mean, this thing has just carried on rallying up with no real retracement whatsoever, right? You know, while Bitcoin is down by 6% to its current price, Ethereum's only down by 4%. And the corrections lasted a lot less time because while Bitcoin was correcting, Ethereum was continuing to rally up, which was absolutely fantastic. That's exactly what I was looking to trade in this market. You guys know I've been so bullish on Ethereum, but I have now gone ahead and closed out that position. Take a look at this within our free 𝗪𝗡𝗡𝗧 Gold Telegram channel, which you can join by clicking on the first link in the description down below. I forwarded this post from 𝗪𝗡𝗡𝗧 VIP. By the way, our things are verified. You can't verify VIP because it's a private channel, but every public channel we have is verified. So please don't get you know, scammed. Check out the links in the description. That's how you know it's me. That's the only way to find my stuff. But right here, I mentioned I've decided to close the rest of my position here in this 197% profit. About 20 minutes before, I also closed some of the position in a 201% profit. So pretty much averaged that exit point for what was remaining on my position. What a phenomenal trade. Great way to start off Q2 of 2022. Breakdown video is coming shortly right after this one, so make sure to jump inside of VIP if you're curious about that, or if you're already in VIP, stay tuned for it because I'm going to be breaking down that entire trade and every single thing that I did, from how I chose that entry level to the stop loss, take profits, and so on. I've already been giving you guys information on that within VIP, but I'm going to break it all down in a trade breakdown video. It's probably going to be very long, and this is exactly the source that you need to trade well if you're in these markets right now, right? Analysis is very important, but actually understanding the nitty-gritty details of what trading looks like is one of the most powerful things you can do. And this is what I do at the end of every single trade. I break everything down, I evaluate it, I consider where I could have done better, I consider what I'm really happy that I did so that I can do more of it. It is an extremely powerful process. You know, just watching something like this, I wish I could have when I was learning how to trade, but follow these steps on screen if you do want to get inside. And we're also running a flash sale right now of minus 55% off. So you're getting more than half price off VIP right now by following these steps on screen. Click on the first link in the description down below, the @4flies button, and then send message to ask me how to join VIP. You're getting a massive discount, over 50% off. It's going to be ending relatively soon, just kind of to celebrate this trade. So do take advantage of this if you're interested, if you've been waiting on the sidelines for a little bit. Got a bunch of testimonials which I haven't been able to collate yet, but I will share them later on. And I just wanted to highlight this chart as well because it's very impressive. This line right here is my entry level, was my entry level. I'm not in that position anymore, of course. And Ethereum, I mean, just look at the precision there in choosing that entry level right at the bottom of these wicks. I mean, it really was so accurate. And then rallying up, I took profits right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I took profits right here off memory. I took profits at various other points, but where I closed my position was right here at about 35.30, something like that. And if you look at where the price is now, I basically not only it's extremely impressive. Not only was I able to enter right at the bottom over here on this little dip, you know, I was able to run this whole position all the way up, taking profits nicely and safely along the way up, and closed it all right around this candle. It was on this candle, somewhere near around here. I don't know, actually. It was somewhere up here in the top of this range, which was very impressive. Again, basically playing right from the bottom all the way to the top was a ridiculous number. I mean, like I've shown you right here, plus 200% to close is fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely unreal. And so if you do want to jump inside and see how I was able to pull that off, and get briefed on the next trades that I'm going to be entering, because of course I'm not stopping there, I'm here to make money, then you can of course join VIP again with that huge offer, so do take advantage of it if you're interested. But let's move right back to the market here for a minute, because I think that this is starting to look very exciting. You know, the other reason for me that I actually started to decide to close out these positions is that if you take a look at Ethereum on the Bitcoin chart, it is actually approaching resistance right here. 0.077 BTC per Ethereum token is roughly where a big area of resistance lies on this chart, in my opinion. And so I don't like to be in long positions as we approach resistance levels. I know a lot of people start getting the most bullish at the top, but obviously it's the top for a reason. That's exactly where resistance areas are. It's not easy to be bullish at support levels. It's not easy to be bearish at resistance levels, but this is what we're dealing with, you know, and I am seeing that, you know, with that little bit of weakness on Bitcoin potentially taking a bit lower. But, you know, like I said, it's fine as long as we stay above 44K. I'm happy with that. It's okay, but it is there, and I needed to be aware of that. But also with Ethereum, if it continued to rally up, it would hit this yellow line right here at 3640, and this is the next area of resistance that I was seeing for the Ethereum USD chart. And so what we had here was, you know, USD resistance and Bitcoin resistance for Ethereum at pretty much the same time. You know, that's generally a very concerning sign. And of course, you know, so far it's proven to be a very smart decision for me to have closed up my position, pardon me, up top over there, and I am very happy with that. And that's kind of the note that I wanted to end this video on, right? I still think that we're in a very good position. You know, Bitcoin can drop by quite a bit and still find a lot of support. This is one of the best things about the market right now. On the daily time frame, this resistance cloud has completely closed up, and in the beginning of May we will be able to enjoy some support in this range most likely, which is absolutely amazing. But if we look at other things like the daily EMA ribbon, we still haven't even found support off this indicator right here, so we could be looking at dipping a little bit lower or the EMA rising a little bit higher. But we've also got other signs, like on the 4-hour time frame with our Ichimoku cloud. Look, we haven't even hit the Ichimoku cloud at all until right now, and so we have a lot of support in this market that can help Bitcoin stay up at the moment. But with that said, we are definitely kind of trending down for the short term. I don't know how long that's going to last, and if we do lose that 44K area, that to me would be very concerning, and I would have to definitely keep a close lookout for what happens over there. But for now, as long as we're above this level, to me, we're still in a very bullish place. All things considered, I'm still targeting those low to mid 50K ranges for the next significant leg up. I'm definitely very keen on trading that as well. I think it would be a beautiful trading opportunity, and the altcoin market is of course opening up as well. It's not been doing too much right now in this sell-off. It's actually selling off quite aggressively. If we take a look at, you know, Bitcoin down by 2.5%, Ethereum down by a touch more than that, but then these altcoins, you know, Phantom down by 8%, Solana down by 6%. They're really getting smashed quite hard right now, but of course that's where opportunity lies as well. So I'm very excited to continue to trade this. Here's just one testimonial we got recently. This was in March, with a bunch of profits, plus 152%, plus 33%, plus 22, with some quite nice profits on top. That's 1,000, 3.6K, 5.6K profits all in one day from this VIP member, making over 200% profit in all positions. Absolutely incredible performance. We've seen traders come in that are horrible at what they're doing, shooting themselves in the foot constantly, jumping inside of VIP. Don't forget, with that yearly package you get phone calls with me as well, and you better believe I'm going to kick your ass into shape if you're a gambling trader or whatever. You know, that's just totally not happening. And to be fair, if you're a gambler, you probably shouldn't join, because it's harder to fix people like that. But if you just generally make stupid decisions and you can't seem to stop, that's a platform you can work from. You know, yearly VIP members, like I said, not only get these phone calls with me, but also access to our advanced academy course, which is over $2,600. If you wanted to buy it alone, you get it free of charge with your yearly membership, and everything is more than half price off right now. So definitely jump inside if you've been waiting by following the first link in the description down below. That will take you to our free Telegram channel called 4Flies Gold, which we now have over 22,000 members in, by the way, so thank you all very much for the support. And then click on the @4Flies button at the bottom of any post there to ask me how to join. Click on send message, and I'll give you all that information. If I don't reply to you, one of my assistants will, but this is a direct chat with me, so any questions you got about the VIP or whatever you like, shoot them forward right here, and I'll hopefully respond to you very soon. All right guys, take it easy. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Hit the like, subscribe, tick the bell, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.